Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is number 92. So we are going to use sound verbs, and the model here today is only one verb, and we are going to see this verb across 4 different tenses in Arabic. With that being said, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And let's go and see what we have for today's episode or today's lesson. نحن الآن هنا. All right. See, تصريف الفعل الصحيح. صحيح is sound. Why they call it sound verb or فعل الصحيح? But because this verb does not have any long vowel letter here. There is no alif as a long vowel. There's no ya and there's no waw. And jalasa in Arabic is to sit or like to sit down. Let's see jalasa. Let's conjugate jalasa throughout 4 different tenses. But today I combine 4 of them just to have an idea or just to see this as a gist or as a conclusion of the tenses in using one verb. Okay, here this column is الضمير pronouns, and I'm using the personal pronouns. And this column here is the past tense, and this here is present tense, and this column is future tense, and the last one is the imperative. All right. See, here we don't have the imperative because the imperative is only used for the second person, and we will see that in a minute. Okay, so let's start right now. Ana is I or I am, but here is I. Ana jalastu. See jalasa, we say jalastu. I sat down. If you want to conjugate in the present tense, jalasa will be ana ajlisu, I sit down. Also could be the present continuous or present progressive in Arabic. So ana ajlus al-an, that would be I'm sitting right now. Also, we use the same thing. Ajlus for progressive, but we add al-an, like right now. And for the future, we use the same conjugation of the present tense, but we use sawfa or the letter sin. As you all know, if you have been following my channel or my lessons. So sawfa ajlus. So ajlus does not change or will not change, but we add sawfa up front. When we add sawfa, we separate sawfa, we put sawfa separately, and then ajlus, the verb conjugated in the present tense. Or we can use sin, ana, like sa'ajlus or sanajlus. When we use sin, we attach sin to the verb. And sofa and sin, both of them mean will. I will do this. And sofa ajlis, I will sit down. Nahnu is we. Nahnu jalasna, we sat down. That's the past tense. The present tense, nahnu najlus, we sit down. We will sit down will be نحن سوف نجلس or نحن سنجلس. And the second person here, we start with أنت. أنت is used for the masculine singular. أنت جلست, you sat down, and that's the past tense. أنت تجلس, that's the present tense. You sit down or you are sitting down now. Okay. And for the future tense, أنت ستجلس. أنت ستجلس. Alternatively, you could say أنت سوف تجلس. Here in this column, we have the imperative form or column. So imperative only works with the second person, you. If I want to order this masculine guy to sit down, say ijlis, sit down. Okay, moving to anti. Anti is you, singular, feminine. Anti jalasti, you female, you feminine, you sat down. Present tense, anti tajlisin, anti tajlisin. Also, I could use this for the continuous or present progressive. Say, أنتِ تجلسين الآن. You are sitting down now. But the conjugation does not change. Future tense, أنتِ ستجلسين or أنتِ سوف تجلسين. If I want to command her to sit down, see, اجلسي. اجلسي, sit down. You feminine, singular. Okay, moving to أنتما. أنتما is dual for masculine and feminine. Past tense, أنتما جلستما. You both of you sat down. Or if you are sitting down right now, or you sit down as usual or every time, say أنتما تجلسان. أنتما تجلسان. You sit down. If you want to come up with the progressive or the present continuous, أنتما تجلسان الآن. You add الآن. That will make it present tense, the present progressive or present continuous. In the future, you both of you will sit down. أنتما ستجلسان. أنتما سوف تجلسان. That is the other alternative. If I want to command these two people, whether it's feminine or masculine, to sit down, I would say اجلسا. اجلسا. Both of you, two of you, sit down, please. أنتم. أنتم is you, plural, masculine, or you masculine, plural. Say أنتم جلستم. You all sat down. أنتم تجلسون. You all sit down, or you are sitting down. أنتم تجلسون الآن. If you want to come up with the ing form, which is the continuous or the progressive, the future tense, you all will sit down. أنتم ستجلسون. أنتم ستجلسون or سوف تجلسون. If you want to command those group of people to sit down, I would say اجلسوا. أنتن. أنتن is you all, feminine, plural. أنتن جلستن. A group of female, you all sat down. أنتن تجلسن. You sit down or you are sitting down. أنتن تجلسن الآن. Also, that's another form. If you want to talk about the future, you will sit down. أنتن ستجلسن. ستجلسن or سوف تجلسن. That's the future form. If you want to command this group, you would say اجلسنا. اجلسنا. Moving to the last column, which is the third person, which is the person who's absent. We're talking about that person. And we start with هو. هو جلس. جلس. He sat down. And he sits down, or he is sitting down. هو يجلس الآن, or هو يجلس. هو يجلس. And for the future is هو سوف يجلس or سيجلس. I didn't put the seen or سوف here, but that's why I want to show you the future tense and the present tense is pretty much the same, except for the future tense, you add the letter seen or the word sofa, seen, wow, fa, and that will become the future tense. For the present tense also and the present progressive or present continuous, only we add الآن, now, alif, lam, alif, noon, الآن, after the verb to indicate that is the ing form or the progressive form. Okay, هو جلس وهو يجلس وهو سيجلس or سوف يجلس. Here is she. Here جلست, she sat down, and she sits down. Here تجلس. And then for the future, هي ستجلس or سوف تجلس. There is no imperative. هما, we have two huma here. Huma, this is the masculine form. two masculine or two masculine or two people of masculine gender. هما جلسا. Pretty much for the هما masculine is we replicate he and then we add alif to indicate that it's two. Jalasa will be jalasa for huma dual, two. Huma jalasa for the present tense. Huma yajlisan. Huma yajlisani. They sit down. For the future, huma sayajlisan or sawfa yajlisan. Sawfa yajlisan. Let's talk about huma feminine. So huma feminine is the replication of hiya, she, feminine singular. Here, jalasat, we add the alif to jalasat, will be jalasata. Huma jalasata, both of the females sat down. Huma tajlisani, both of the two females are sitting down or they sit down. Tajlisan. And for the future tense, huma satajlisan, satajlisan. If it is huma masculine, will be ya, yajlisan, sayajlisan. If it is huma for feminine, dual, instead of ya, we say ta, tajlisan. Instead of ya here, we replace it with the ta, tajlisan. Hum is plural, masculine. Hum jalasu, but all of them sat down. Hum yajlisun, they, plural masculine, sit down. Hum sayajlisun or hum sawfa yajlisun, they will sit down. That is the future form. Hunna, hunna is they, plural, feminine. If in the past tense, we say hunna jalasna, they sat down already. And for the present tense, hunna yajlisna, they sit down, because you are talking about females. Hunna سوف يجلسن, they will sit down. شكرا جزيلا وأراكم إن شاء الله في الفيديو القادم. See you in the next video. شكرا جزيلا يا شباب. Peace. سلام.